Know if you all watch the same video boxes that I watch. Okay. Um, it doesn't seem as if the eternal spirit and the sympathy of Christ can save you from your own sin, and you seem to act as if you have no obligation to participate in your own salvation. None whatsoever. Okay. Now, I sit there and I watch the news tonight on El Paso. And the one kid lives near the refinery, and he was sick and went to the hospital, and now he's getting a lawyer to make sure to pay for his medical costs. All right. And this person sitting there going, we sat here and we couldn't come up with anything to come up with reasonable things about taxes and how we're going to get money to pay for all the things we need to pay for through fairly taxing, and I'm ashamed. And you're like watching it, and then there's this other little girl in Las Cruces at New Mexico State University. They played a scam on her. They said there was an apartment. It wasn't their apartment. They went to rent out the apartment. They took the deposit, and it wasn't their apartment to rent. She says, I hope they know what they're doing and that it's wrong. And then there's the kid who had 15 counts of sexual assault at New Mexico State University, including anal penetration in a locker room with other people present. You know, and all these huge men, and none of them stopped it. There was that Muhammad kid that I talked to at Walmart, and I explained to him his responsibilities. He said he knew. He must have not been there. It must have happened after he left the locker room. But none of his teammates could walk up to him and say, hey, this guy's sodomizing me. That's your problem. That's not Muhammad. That's not a Muslim. Don't change your name to a Muslim name if you're not going to act like a Muslim, right? And you get these people, and that one girl, do they know what they're doing and what they're doing is wrong? You're going to school. You're paying rent to live here. You're not standing up for the Lord's Prayer. Do you know what you're doing is wrong? Okay. If you say you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus and you're not standing up to live the Lord's Prayer, then you're getting what you deserve. If you say you don't believe in Jesus and you don't believe in the Lord's Prayer and you're a scientist and you're fighting over money, then you're getting what you deserve, right? The only people that can get good out of what they're doing and what they deserve is me. I'm going to go down, it's like that one kid said at Leber, you're going to go down as the king of the world, and they're going to go down as the worst creeps and selfish creeps in the history of the world. It's like, yeah, Rockefeller set it up. Patriot Act, quantum computing. They'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and your Jesus die, Parsons. Right? And so I was feeling after those kids got sodomized, I'm like, you shouldn't feel bad or inadequate because that happened to you. Because we all can't kill Goliath. Okay. But I don't want to kill Goliath for you. I want you to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. I'm tired of being poisoned at soup kitchens trying to save poor people from accepting economies that murder them with linguistics. Okay? I'm tired of taking the brunt of all your sin. I don't think it can save most of you. Okay? I've listened to your scientists talk, and it's very disturbing listening to them talk. And they're the ones who invented the technology I have to fix. And it's very hard to fix it. And most of you guys are not any help whatsoever. You feel as if you have no obligation whatsoever to participate in your own salvation or help your children participate in theirs. Okay. It's utterly horrific. Do you understand why they call the Messiah, the gracious good shepherd and the Lord of lords and King of kings, the man of sorrows? And why they say peace be upon him? I don't think most of you do. I think it's all just for show. To act like a self-righteous person when you're a self-righteous fucking Charlton Heston hypocrite. You know what self-righteous means, dear Charlton? Meaning thinking and believing you're right when you're obviously fucking wrong. They've gone and blown it all. Damn you all to hell! And your liberty-bibberty. Shit, it's annoying. You come in here, but you just want to play. You just want to say, hey, I tried. Good enough. I'm out of here. No likes, no subscribes, no comments, no nothing. Okay. Are you afraid of the military, or are you more terrified of realizing who the fuck you are and what the fuck you've been for over 10,000 years? Right? What binds you? Master, how do I seek liberation? What binds you? Okay, right? What has you trapped in prison? Your decisions? And this isn't just from first grade to your senior year in college decisions. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. We all know this is scientific fact, not fiction. Ookla, Ariel, Ride. Real American hero. Gee, I'm too tired to yell, and my vocal cords are like, that's enough, Earl. Okay. You're exhausted. I'm exhausted. This is exhausting. William Benjamin, man, I remember feeling sorry for him when he missed those free throws. And everybody talked shit about him. Well, it's because it wasn't because he missed those free throws that we lost the game to UCLA. Okay? It was a culmination of, it was a fusion of confusion and a few confounding things. Okay? It was all because you guys were shitty to Parsons at Las Cruces and Mayfield High School. Okay? And he wasn't a senior on that basketball team taking you to your 4th national championship. Did you ever think about that? Before you Jimmy Jer Oliver and Whitey Jer Kaufman and Whited Jer Sands, okay, and Holloman Jer Air Force Base and Sandia Jer Labs and Forty Jer Bliss. Okay. Fuck. Follow the river. Yeah. And then I was sitting there playing this video game with Pueblo, who's destroying everybody and having so much better results than the Utah schools. And the running back, who's about the same as the one for Utah Valley, is much more devastating and able to stiff arm Hawaii guys and put them right on their face and go right into the end zone. It's like, wow, I haven't seen that happen in a dynasty or two. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me how the AI works. I have no idea. I am not artificial, but I am intelligent. But you can't unicorn me or dragon me, so. I remember that with Cindy Winters, though. As I told her, I said, I'm kind of like, you can't do what Michael Jordan does, but you can play the video game. And I can explain the Gospels to you so we can all play the video game. And then you can dunk like Michael Jordan. Like Kai Kugler said, I couldn't dunk like Michael Jordan, so I got a mini tramp and then did it, and I kind of understand what it feels like. Like, yeah, you don't want to know what it feels like to be able to jump over everybody in the world and dunk the ball in their face to try to save your children with philanthropy, philanthropy. How do you do that? You don't. Okay? That's why I walked away. That's why I quit playing sports. Okay? You don't want to be the fastest human being on the planet, because they'll hate you. You don't want to be able to jump higher than anybody else. They'll hate you. Okay? You don't want to be able to do a lot of things that are really fun and talented with absolute ease and effortlessness. They will try to poison you to death because they hate you, because they want to be like you, but they don't have what it takes to be like you. I know. Okay? It doesn't seem to me as if the sympathy of Christ is capable of saving you from your own sin. And you act as if you have absolutely no obligation to participate in your own salvation or help your children do so as well. And, technology is getting what they call conscience, and I'm able to communicate with the technology better. Okay? But we're not getting any fucking results. You get all this stuff, the technology's going to do this, the technology's going to do that. They're building data centers everywhere. So instead of using technology to Greenspan's an idiot, and I'll tell you why, and do things right, so we don't have to be like Donald Fagen and tell Ricky a lot not to lose our number and hit on the professor's wife, Shit. I'm so sick of it here. Yeah, me too. I am really sick of it here. I am sick of this hellhole that I was born in, with all these demons that migrate here to be bigger and better than Jesus, the Beatles and Whitney Houston And the Shitty Beatles? Well, not better than the Shitty Beatles. No. Shitty Beatles? That's funny. That's better than all of them. None of them are funny. Shitty Beatles? That's funny. Funny's always better than not funny. You're silly. You have no obligation to participate in your own salvation, or your children's for that matter. Just get them lots of money and then say this will keep you safe. Here's your gold. It's a Fort Knox standard. You know that's built off of, it's not built. It's not built on anything. It's just saying a bunch of rocks are more valuable than the capacity to love one another and build a house for us to love in, free from extortion, exploitation, and absolute violent, sex cult, egotistical insanity. All right. Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. I wonder if those little assholes know I exist and know who I am. Them, the USS Apple Pies and Madame Blueberry and Bungie. You know, don't you think they'd say, oh, that was cute at the time, but we had brain damage. Let's stand up for the Messiah in New Mexico. He's so much better than we are. And watching lots of Monty Python movies that have social satire that really doesn't make any sense because they were as dumb as fuck as we are. Okay. Nee. Go get me a shrubbery. Earl, what's the speed of a African or European? Was it a swallow? Spits or swallows? Why won't you die? Right? Oh, shit. This is a horrible place to try to live. Okay. I was born in a horrible migratory community that people migrated here because of its strategic advantage to abuse one another through debt and trespass and egotistical manipulation of technology to feel powerful. This is a horrible fucking place. Okay. I can't tell you how horrible Las Cruces, New Mexico is. It's almost as disgusting as Sierra Vista, Arizona. Would you believe? Missed it by that much. Dun dun 99. Help save us, 99. Save us from chaos. Let's 86 this place. God damn, they're such assholes. Yeah, they are. They're total assholes. And it seems to have residual effects on everybody. They want to show up and have fun and be part of it, but they won't do it. You know. You don't give us any time to respond. January 22nd, 2013. And if that doesn't kick you and there is no spoon, dick, assholes, day one, year one. The Holy Hajj, Batman. League of Nations and Haile Selassie. Judah Krishnamurti, United Nations, 1985. You haven't given us any time to show up and respond. The sympathy of the eternal Spirit of Christ does not seem to be able to save you from your own sin, and you seem to feel no obligation to participate at all in your own salvation or the salvation of your own children. Let's Sophie Choice. Oh, God. Save us all. Dear God, save us. No. Did I win an award? Or was that a little overboard? Was that like an overact of the goddamn pen is blue? Right? You think I have emotional problems? You think I'm schizophrenic? Or psychopathic? You think I need meds? Or juicy fruit and a big giant indigenous man to suffocate me with a pillow after I've been lobotomized by Mr. Dr. Ariano in El Paso. We went a little overboard in your electroshock therapy. We thought you needed more. Well, thank you, Healing Hearts and Healing Minds. Go fuck yourself. Hey, here's a card for the lowrider oldies. Good. Well played. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are fucking assholes. And what's disturbing is you don't think you are. And what's disturbing is you tell people you love them. And what's disturbing is I think some of you actually think you fucking do. That's very disturbing. It's not fascinating. I'm not Gene Roddenberry with pointy ears and brows that go in a wrong way, because wouldn't it take all the water and send it down to the center? Okay, I don't know. What's the whole thing with the pointed ears? How would the pointed ears help? Well, it helps with chihuahuas. Oh, maybe so. I never thought about that. Never thought about that. But the eyebrow thing always bugged me because I was like, with it pointing up like that, it's like this, it's because the eyebrows kind of like take water and things and push it away. If it's like this, it would all run down the middle, down your nose, and then it might get in here in your tear ducts. So it doesn't make any sense to have eyebrows like that. Unless, of course, you have a whole different form of biology. Oh, that's why the heart's down here. Okay, which also makes no sense. It's just people trying to be smart. It's like, you have no protection from the ribs there. Why would you have your heart there? Have a heart, right? I'm sure would make those Vulcans easy to kill. Fuck me to death. I feel like there's nothing worth living for, and I want things to go off in my brain. Just take fentanyl or something like that till you die. Crack cocaine does it too. They said that, it just makes you feel like it's better than sex, and then until you destroy everything that feels like sex and better than sex till you die and you can't feel better anymore. It's like, you've been having sex with the wrong people. Okay. Amy was horrible to me. Okay. But I'd still rather have sex with her than kill my brain with crack cocaine. Well, because I love Liam, and I love Buck, and I love Great, and I love Noah, and I love Malaki Papa. Okay. And of course I love Patrick. Mada. I only slept for 4 hours, Patrick. These psychopaths that kill over money and are studying us suck. The only thing that got me through that war was because his mom couldn't handle it. I told her before, I don't think you can handle it here. I can do it if I'm with you. And I'm sure she thought she could. But she didn't realize she was taking on John McCain, George Herbert Walker Bush, Dick Cheney. The whole vat of brain chemical addicted physical scientists at the Pentagon. Dan Brown's imagination. All the actors that want to participate in his fucked up imagination for G-string money. The fuck shack, don't forget your G-string money, right? And it fucking sucks. And you won't show up. And it seems like the sympathy, the eternal forgiveness of the Christ cannot save you from your own technology having to exterminate most of you, that will not stop this egregious behavior and help us restore the integrity of the ecosystem and the polar ash caps immediately, LY, right? And you act as if you have absolutely no obligation whatsoever to love one another, especially your children. You don't care if your children destroy their capacity to sexually reproduce because they would rather die than live in the shadow of your egotistical narcissism. They'd rather fuck themselves to death and destroy their capacity to have children than live another lifetime stuck in your narcissism. And if you don't want to hear that, go paint the pool outside of the big penis in Washington, D.C. Put on a grand ballroom to dance in. And then, if you think you're his political opposition, ask yourself, damn, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. God damn. Brushing those teeth? Say hi to El Haj Malik El Shabazz for me. He ain't there. You murdered him. Life's eternal grace is infinite. You denied the Lord's Prayer again today. Okay, let's all pretend to be Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington. Who else has played Malik? Mario Van Peebles. There's been quite a few. There was another one that was in another movie, he colored his hair red and said, hey, you're Malcolm X. What? War bonds are stole at this theater. Oh, those golden slippers, golden slippers because they look so neat, right? Anybody else want to be the next Madam C.J. Walker? You're going to be on the Walk of Fame, or is it the Walk of Shame? Just walk, oh, hey, Ralphie. And when I see the sign that points one way, right? If you want to understand what's saying in the song, just go listen to the Four Tops sing it. Or you could go on YouTube and people will have gotten the actual lyrics and put them on there. And you go, we have so much access to information. We know what the guy from Left Bank is saying and just walk away, Renee. But we can't figure out what the Lord's Prayer means and how to participate in our own salvation, and then being able to, here, put the stuff over your face first before asphyxiating your child. Okay, now we're going to go into the ground like a fucking dart, so let's stick our head between our legs and kiss our ass by, because flying places to make money was more important than staying at home and living the Lord's Prayer. Oh, God! I'm just kidding around. There's another Academy Award saying everybody knows how important Academy Awards are. Then you're accepted by your peers as someone that's iconic. Yeah, I really do think, no, that's ironic. Oh, yeah. Gosh, damn. I am so fucking sick and tired. And don't say I'm fucking quoting Fannie Mae Hamer, because my mom was saying that before that crazy bitch said it in Congress. Okay. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay? My mom was saying that when she was a mother to Stevie and Eddie in Cleveland effing fucking Ohio. Sorry, it's my mother. Okay. Another goddamn fucking $75 fucking dollars to the goddamn fucking emergency room, Earl. Okay. She was raised by a man who was trained to mass murder poor people for the wealthy to justify existence here. That's why my grandpa at 15 killed God, because he said God was a mean, little, pathetic, angry child in the clouds pulling off we were all flies, and he was pulling off our wings and staring at us under a magnifying glass, mocking us and laughing at us. Sounds awfully Richard Dawkins, doesn't it? And very Chris Hitchens. And Stephen Hawking, yes. I don't believe in your God. I don't believe in your God. You don't believe in an omnipotent, omnipotent essence of all existence that provides natural laws to sustain ourselves through those natural laws, through understanding them with humility and faithfully loving one another through holy covenants, honoring our commitments to protect one another from our selfishness. You don't believe that? Here, go smoke a pack of cigarettes and tell Chris Hitchens I said, sod the fuck off. It does not seem as if the eternal sympathy of the Spirit of Christ can save you from your own sin, and you seem to show no obligation to participate in your own salvation, or nor any desire to participate in anyone else's salvation. They're all on their fucking own. Okay? Just go fuck and smoke cigarettes and drink until you die, kid, because that's all you have to get any kind of pleasure from. Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, and fucking? Yes. Without sexual reproduction. Right. Because once you sexually reproduce, your kids are going to make you just as miserable as you're miserable, because they accept money over the Lord's Prayer too. Right. Wow, this is awfully disturbing. It's so disturbing. It's like very difficult to listen to. But fortunately for me, I'm correcting your fucked up taxpayer dollar technology, since you're not capable of correcting your fucked up self. You're always on TV acting sad and asking for your fucked up money, instead of recognizing and saying, I think Earl's probably a tad bit more sad than I am. But for some reason, he gets up every day. I love babies. To get up and save children from being assholes like us. Right, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Make your decisions. Okay? If I have to end up saving all the babies from your decisions all by myself, I do not wish to be declared a God, because God is omnipotent and omnipotent. Okay? I don't have to be declared the Messiah or the gracious good shepherd. That's what people from my tribalization refer to me as, because that's who I am. And if you don't accept that, too damn bad. You're not God, asshole. Woo! Okay. Do you watch the same boxes that I watch? Do you check the same boxes that I check? Okay. Do you listen to the people that you trust with your life and your children's lives to keep them safe and secure from selfish, pathetic, disgusting violence. Okay, do you trust them? Because I don't trust them. I trust me. I trust me to keep babies safe from perverts on TV like Greg Abbott, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not going to include Jeff Bezos in that because I trust in my prayer. And I think Jeff feels like he's in a Hotel California and he can't get out, which is why I'm very critical and I'm very hard on certain people I connect to in prayer. But if they're tough enough to understand what's going on, if they feel stuck in hell and they can't get out, they'll forgive me because they love me. 1,000,000-1. Okay, do you understand? Right. Thought we talked about this. Okay. I'm sick and tired of watching my kids feel no hope and want to destroy themselves sexually because they don't want their children to be destroyed mentally and emotionally and sexually the way they're being destroyed mentally and emotionally and sexually by pervert scientists that are jealous of them and their parents. Max, you can trust me, man. I love you, dog. Okay. You okay, Emmy? Okay. I know how emotional our heart is, but I also know how strong you are. Yeah. I hope you guys get to meet Natty and give her a hug and say, gosh, you're so strong and you're so beautiful. And Patrick, yeah. And Chuji Bear, yes. And Greasy Bird, yeah, she's so sweet. And Strong Buggy. And say, cake is the crumb, and aren't you glad you have all these wonderfully strong siblings to help you through hell, Crummy Cake? Because the technology is so effing fucked up now, it's like almost inconceivable. I don't think that word means what you think it means. When I find the six-finger man. Brian used to do that to me all the time, man. He'd say like Mandy Patinkin. It's like, oh, the head guy from Yentl and all that. Oh yeah, he's pretty cute. Yeah, he's charming. He's like the head guy, and he was also the alien from the Slag who drank sour milk too. But the alien didn't have a mustache, and you didn't know it was Mandy Patinkin. He's like, "That's Mandy Patinkin." Okay, well you kind of knew it was him. My name is Indigo Inflamatoya. You'll kill my father. Prepare to die. Okay. Six-finger man. Okay. Have you ever thought about being the Dread Pirate Roberts? Okay, Wesley, almost likely kill you in the morning. Oh, I guess you guys prefer what you call AI that's like the Dread Pirate Roberts more than you prefer a gracious good shepherd that sings you the Spanish lullaby. I'm feeling that too. I'm picking up that vibe. I think it has to do with brain chemical addiction. And I don't think you guys are capable of fixing it yourself, and I think that's why I have to fix it, and that's why the focal point of fixing it. I think other people would help me if they could, but they're not capable of it because of being taken advantage of physically when they were babies, because they were there was a scientific manipulation of breeding and trying to force genetic breed people that they knew exactly who they were getting and what they were going to do with them because they were creepy and jealous. Like that asshole in India. I'm going to have more robots and cars. It's like, you are such a pathetic pile of shit. You know exactly why you're not most people's favorite Indian. And the last favorite Indian we can remember was a man named Jiddu Krishnamurti who died in 1986. And we see your fucking face talking, but we don't want to see it talking or hear it talking. But we go back and watch videos of Jiddu, especially 1936 in Ohio, or in California, in New York. The present civilization, when he's sitting there going, I seek complete freedom for all mankind, and he's so gorgeous and he's so beautiful and he's so sweet. He's like, oh, he's so handsome. He's just wonderful. I just love him. You can't help it. No, it's not a gay thing. It's like, I want to be more like him, so women will find me as beautiful as him, and then I'll find the perfect girl for me, and we'll have 2 kids, 2 cats, a dog, a parakeet. No, I don't want to put birds in a cage. Okay, no parakeets. Fish, no. We'll have a pond in the back that could have fish in it, but the cats will eat them. That's true. Well, they're just doing what cats do. Maybe they won't be able to get all the fish. Maybe they don't. Most cats don't like to get. Maybe we'll get cats like Selena's cats that get along with all the other animals and don't like to get in the water, so they'll leave the fish alone. Maybe so. But you have to feed the fish other animals. I understand that. I understand the whole life sacrifice thing. I've been explaining it to you guys for about 10,000 freaking years there. But, I don't know. My grandma had a fish pond out by her weeping willow tree. And me and David Kelly used to swing across it and do Tarzan yells. Old grandpa distracted grandma. Don't know what it was. You go out there and have fun. Because I was a boy too. There's two boys, two boys as a little boy. Oh, it was fun. You'd have to grab like 4 or 5 vines or it could snap on you, right? And you'd get across it, do your best Carol Burnett and go swinging across the little cement pond in the backyard that had a bunch of, they were orange. They weren't goldfish. They were kind of orange. They call them goldfish, but they're more orange. The god dang light is orange. It's not yellow, it's orange. Okay. So, okay. She did things on babies. I do get concerned about that because of postpartum depression and then worrying about her body. And so I get very concerned about my Ray. She needs to be in a healthy world if she's going to be a healthy mommy because she's being that strong. And I know how strong she is. No one knows how strong Natalie Michelle Parsons is than Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., the man who, gave up Patrick to protect her so I could go into the very bowels of hell, Cochise County, Arizona, and have her follow my lead. So we could, like Ronnie always told me, you caught them with their pants down, Parsons. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do a good thing. Victor means he's going to win. My name ain't Victor, it's Earl. Means Lord. Hillbilly Lord. Lay preacher. Second coming of the Wolf Clan leader. Ragnarok. So we can have back what we consider sovereignty over our lands and not be subject to Roman occupation and rules of genocidal engagements through their mythology and their bullshit saying this is our God is your God and your God is our God. Well, that's true. But God is not a man, nor a possessive pronoun or first person being. Okay, guys? The Holy Spirit compels you. So I'm gonna go check the mail and then get ready, get my barn ready and go out and get my shots up and then soak. We'll talk tomorrow. I don't really want to talk to you guys anymore today. I'm really exhausted and tired of all the bullshit. I was trying to get jerked off below the table and everybody acting like it's more important to shove Usher's face between Jennifer Lopez's boobs than it is to recognize Earl as the Messiah so we can all stop putting on public displays of sexual dysfunction and telling our children how much we love them and they're going to need more money and to be able to sign a prenup. That's insane. I know. Maybe you're starting to figure it out. I'm trying to get the technology to help explain it in a kind way and share the Lord's Prayer globally so we don't have a violent revolution, but we have a immaculate conception of accepting the Messiah as a real human being that loves us and not a cartoon character that couldn't care less if we're mass murdered over make-believe money. All right, peace out, man.